We got a new international target to discuss with you, Cart. Shout out to our guy, PDT Scouting, Armand, yesterday, who brought this to our attention. Ivan Bogdanovic, a 6'8" Croatian forward, is looking to go the college route and is available for recruitment. If you don't follow Armand, he is one of the leaders in international basketball and has done a great job helping to promote many of the great international players who are looking to come play college basketball now that that's become a viable path for guys like this. As far as Ivan goes, he averaged 18 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2 assists for Croatia's U20 team last summer. And Armand has listed 4 schools that Ivan has heard from. Those 4 schools are Louisville, Gonzaga, Texas A&M, and Michigan State. Your Spartans are after a Croatian 6'8" forward named Ivan Bogdanovic this late in the summer. I'm fascinated by this card. I watched some film last night. I deep dove this. I'm assuming you did as well. What are your thoughts on Ivan Bogdanovic?
Well, for starters, I do think that given the Caleb Glenn injury, there would be a need for someone with size, kind of in the mold that Bogdanovich provides. I'm also really caught up on you just calling him Ivan. Like I don't the pronunciation of that's really killing me, but
What is it,
um,
Ivan?
I don't know. I like it as Ivan better. So like I'm gonna be doing that moving forward is kind of how I'm approaching this now.
Eye for
But
an eye.
sometimes you're more special than you realize. But I like what I saw from this kid in the small amount of film that I was able to see from our good guy, PDT. But I just had the hardest time coming, like even paying attention to the fact that there could be a possibility that Michigan State would get a guy like this because like I've seen this story before. Like weren't we shaking Tushy for what's his name? Noah Yakov?
Noam Yakov. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no cup. Now, the one thing I will say is I do have confirmation that Michigan State actually reached out to either him or his people. Like that for sure happened.
Do
Um,
you know when that happened?
what
Do you know when that happened? Like, did you ask yesterday and they're like,
I,
yeah,
I
this is
I
this
asked
week?
once I saw the actual clip. Like I saw the video and I was like, did they actually like reach out? And apparently they did. So the one thing is though that even though they did reach out, it's going to end the same way it does, and this is how I picture it happening in my head. Um, Tom Izzo gets upset that they raised the price for TSA pre-check or clear, and he's just like, fuck this. Like, I don't want to go. And he just goes back to East Lansing. He's like, I don't want the kid then.
That's funny. Quickly before I give my, I don't know, takes on the idea of this recruitment, do you have any thoughts on Ivan's game itself? There is some good film that Armand put up. You can find a lot of clips of him elsewhere. He also, I know the 4 schools that Armand listed are as of yesterday, but going back to May, there's reports that Wisconsin was reaching out. So it feels like this kid and his team or whoever he's represented by want him to come the college route. There has been interest from a bunch of programs, but I will say the fact that it's July 10th and he hasn't found a program yet probably means something. Like, if it's been so obvious this kid wants to come to college and he had interest from Wisconsin as early as May, it kind of feels like an odd time for an Armand tweet about this, naming a bunch of schools, right? Don't you get what I'm saying? Like, why didn't he find a school by now if these are the types of schools that have been reaching out? I don't think it's like everyone's magically trying to get him in July now, you know? Today's video is sponsored by Labcorp On Demand. Car, do you take care of yourself?
I try my best to, yeah.
Like, not just treat yourself to expensive meals, but like you go to the doctor and things like that?
No, I just take care of myself. There's no need to go to the doctor unless I'm not taking care of myself, right?
Are you afraid of the doctor, Cart?
Just a little bit. I mean, if nothing's wrong, why would I go there?
Listen, I'm the same way, and so are millions of men across America. But that's why LabCorp On Demand is helping millions of people like us. With their men's health test, you can get a comprehensive look at your hormone levels, your total testosterone, and you don't even have to go to the doctor. It's easy, and you get the results the next day.
Testosterone, is that a big thing?
It's a really important thing, Cart. Sometimes you can feel off without even knowing something's wrong. But LabCorp On Demand wants to keep you healthy and wants to make it as easy as possible. Right now, you can get 20% off your men's health test by visiting our sponsor at tryelco.com/sleepersmedia. It's simple, affordable, and honestly, it's empowering to know that you're healthy and have this info about your body.
Didn't know that testosterone did all those things. I'm gonna have to take the guesswork out of this and go get my health checked out today using LabCorp On Demand. Right. I mean, do you think it has anything to do with him just deciding like he wants to play college?
Um, I think that was decided in May. So
Hmm.
we're 2 months into presumably people having already reached out about it. And um look, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm allowed to share this necessarily because I don't know if you know this even. Armand is in our Discord. Maybe this is a selfish plug to join the Sleepers Discord. Armand joined a couple weeks ago and he's given a lot of great tidbits behind the scenes to people. And a couple Michigan State fans were asking, like, hey, is Michigan State seriously involved? And Armand hints at what I'm hinting at here, which said if he's still available, it makes me think they haven't gotten the offers they wanted for him and that some
Hmm.
of these schools being listed might just be being listed to help increase his stock a little bit. So that I think there's some politics being played here by not by Armand, but the people with Bogdanovich want to re-promote him in July because they didn't get the offers from the places they already wanted. You know?
Hmm. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take him. I do not care. That is completely fine. We'll
What do you
take
see
him.
on film then? What do you like about him? Because the film looks better than I think Armand's listing about him was to me.
Yeah, like honestly, I think the size is very intriguing. He's got like, I wasn't able, were you able to find percentages on his stuff? I only was able to find like actual stats.
Yeah, I only saw stats. I haven't seen percentages at all.
I was trying to look at percentages to get a better idea about it, but the jumper looks good. Like he's got like some pull-up stuff. He loves like catching it on the wing, pumping left jab, goes and dunks the basketball. I think he's got some really good film that has me now that you talk about it, like how come, we've seen a lot of international players try to come over, and for lack of a better term, we've seen some scrubs try to come over and play. I don't think this kid's a scrub.
I don't think he's a scrub either. I'd love to know what you thought if like he just committed to Dusty May out of nowhere and you watched the film. I think you'd be calling him a scrub, to be
I
honest.
don't think so.
Maybe.
Listen, Greg, I give Dusty his credit. That Danish kid is an actual bum. I'm sorry.
Production's not all that different than Bogdanovich's.
He's a bum.
All right. This ain't a video about that. I'm just
Okay, flip
I
side of that. If this kid committed to Dusty, what would you be saying?
he's
Or
good.
if Dusty was on the list, what would you be saying?
He's good. I'm saying right now he's good though. If he goes to
Yeah.
Michigan State, I'll say he's good. That's the
Well,
point.
he's not going either, so I think Texas A&M's getting a great one.
Like if okay, well, yeah, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have gone that route. I'm surprised you think this kid looks great. If you
I know it
based on
doesn't
what
look
you said about other internationals.
not great. I think he's good. I think he's good.
Okay. He looks
Looks
yeah,
good.
I think he'd play at some of these schools. Do you think Michigan State's a real option or no?
No.
Do you think but you heard you got confirmation they reached out?
Yeah. See, but the thing is though, that's according to not. Sorry, I guess I should have been more clear about this. According to his people, they have. I don't have like actual confirmation from Michigan State people that he's.
That is what I think is going on here for the record. I think Bogdanovich's folks are, I don't know, re-promoting him in hopes they get the offer they want. If it is one of Louisville, Gonzaga, Michigan State, or Texas A&M, put me behind the buckyball train. I could just see this kid randomly ending up at Texas A&M.
Yeah, I can see it as well. Also, like Pat Kelsey could just say, "Why not?" The Zags would make sense, but I don't know what like. I feel like they kind of filled out their roster at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if you are Bogdanovich and you want to go to one of these schools, Michigan State should be the answer, I think, based off Caleb Glenn's injury. Like you said, there's a very clear opportunity for playing time. I don't know, it's a winning program. You know that. There's reason to believe it could be a great fit if this is serious. So we'll continue monitoring this. If we hear any more, we will report it certainly on the channel. And one rule that I live by, and I've lived by for years, Cart, when you can get a Bogdanovich, you get the Bogdanovich.
See, I was wondering when that was gonna come to the forefront. Like, just go ahead and just get a Bogdanovich, call
Yeah.
him Bogey, and let's work.
Yeah. Bitch, please. This video is brought to you by NBA2KLab.com. 2K Lab worked with us last summer as well. They're one of our favorite entities in all of sports gaming. We want to show you their college basketball stadium locator challenge game. And I'm going to share a screen right now as we do this. South Carolina, bang. Oh,
Ooh,
okay, that's pretty good. Next, North Carolina. Why are we only getting the Carolinas?
please
Bang.
lock in.
St. John's, that's New
New
York.
York.
Bang.
Where's New Jersey?
We're on fire. Colorado. I actually don't know what state Colorado is.
It's in Colorado. There's a state of
Is that
Colorado.
this one?
It's to the right of Phoenix.
Anyway, you get the picture. This game's really fun. They've got more games as well, like Guess the NBA Player, Mystery Fantasy Draft, and more. Stay tuned for all of the college football content and games that they'll be putting together to help you get the best experience out of college football 26. Back to the video.